Welcome back to MouthGasm, the sweet spot that puts a little flavor in your ear with our fresh take on tasty treats and grubbin' good eats. I'm your host, the Golden Rockstar, along with
Lucky Frank.
And today on our menu is ice cream.
Ice cream.
Yeah, you know it's the end of summer and we had to get this one in.
Oh my gosh, it's my favorite food.
Is it?
It covers all of my food groups.
You can live off of ice cream?
Yeah, it's half my calorie intake, most definitely.
I wish I could, but I'm lactose, so yeah.
You are?
Definitely I can't live off of it.
I'm an expert. You picked the right topic and the right guy to talk to about it.
Sweet. So, before we begin this tasty frozen journey, let's travel back to the origins of this icy treat.
Oh, going back in time.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm ready.
So, let's go. Back in 200 BC, the ancient Chinese used to mix snow, rice, and milk. But, did you know this treat was only reserved for the most elite?
I can see that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, King Tang of Shang actually had like 90 plus men bring him like fresh snow or fresh ice so he can enjoy this icy wonder. And I guess they used to call it kumis. I hope I'm pronouncing that right, but they used to call it kumis.
How do you spell it?
I think Koumiss, if I'm not mistaken.
Kumis.
Yeah. Yeah.
I wonder what that would even taste like. What's the flavor? The flavor's rice? Rice flavored ice cream?
It is a mixture of snow, rice, and milk.
Yeah, they definitely.
But remember, this is 200
Right,
BC.
right. That's
So,
crazy.
Yeah. So, yeah. After we're done with that one, onward we go to 323 to 356 BC, where Alexander the Great used to enjoy his flavored ice with honey and nectar.
There we go. Mm-hmm. We're starting to step up.
Yeah.
All right.
Not exactly ice cream, but yeah, we're getting there. So, next stop, 54 to 86 AD. And during the Roman Empire, Nero used to also send men up to the mountains so he can retrieve snow. And he used to top it with fruits and juices.
There we go. We're starting to get somewhere here. I mean,
Different
Nero.
toppings and sending people to go retrieve snow.
Nero was the guy who burned down Rome, right?
Yeah. Maybe because he didn't get his, snow for his fruits and juices.
Yeah, there wasn't enough snow to put out the fire.
Yeah, so, not exactly ice cream, but, shaved ice. It is icy. It's frozen. It's a, treat. And that's,
right.
You do what you can with what you have.
And by the way, these are starting to sound like snow cones.
Yeah.
You know?
Like I said, remember, they had to start somewhere.
Right, you got to start somewhere. Okay,
yeah.
All right,
so you know what? I don't want to bore you with history and whatnot, because I see you like...
What? This is interesting
it's
stuff,
interesting?
dude. This is blowing my mind.
All right.
Give me a couple more at least.
Okay, well, let's fast forward to, how about the 16th century?
Okay.
Let's get it rolling.
Yeah.
This is actually when, like, modern-day sherbet was supposedly born. And that's because Marco Polo brought a recipe from Far East Asia to Italy. So
what, sherbet, is that like, does that mean oranges?
Sherbet, whatever sherbet is.
It's
like,
got an
like
orange type flavor.
Cream ice kind of.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So there you go, 16th century. So 17th century, in this period in Europe, they started calling ice cream creme fraise. I hope I'm pronouncing that right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, creme fraise. So it started evolving, I guess, when he brought the recipe, from Far East.
That sounds like they're finally starting to use milk.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Creme.
Right. So yeah, creme fraise.
Okay.
So there you go. And that was the name given to the ice cream, 17th century. So let's go to 1670.
Okay.
So ice cream and sherbet were now around.
Not just for the elite anymore.
No, it was actually available to the common folk.
All right.
And that's because, only the elites had ice with, honey and nectar and juices and fruits.
Right.
So I guess I don't know. I guess the good people were starting to be good people, and got a treat.
You get a treat now.
I know, right? They probably needed more people to go run up to the mountains constantly, because those other people were probably getting tired, or they were like, 86.
This is 1670?
Yeah, 1670.
Okay.
Yeah, so
this stuff blows my mind, by the way. I love this, this history stuff.
Oh, nice. Okay, I thought you were gonna start,
No.
off and,
No, man.
All right, here we go. So 1776.
What?
Yeah, we're gonna flash. Yeah, because during that period of time,
Independence year.
everything was brewing. Yeah, there we go. 1776.
America got its independence, and
The first ice cream parlor was opened in New York.
Dude,
Yep.
we need to incorporate that into the holiday. Like Thanksgiving, you have pumpkin pie or whatever. Independence Day needs to be like ice cream is the official treat that you have.
Well, there's actually an ice cream day. I don't know the date of it, but I know there's how every day there's a hot dog day, international.
There's a new one every year.
I know
that I learn about.
Yeah, so I know there's an ice cream day.
So 1776 is that in America?
Yes, it is.
America.
Yeah.
First ice cream parlor.
There you go. Open in New York.
Wow, that's awesome. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna use that for every 4th of July now because it's 1776.
Celebrate
Fireworks and ice cream, baby.
Put an M80 in your scoop of ice cream, I guess.
Straight up.
And blow it up.
Straight up.
So, 1800 to the 1828 introduced the ice cream street vendor.
Oh, nice.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, now there was little carts going around and selling the good stuff.
Great.
Yeah. 1874, the soda fountains were introduced. And were mainly in pharmacies. I don't know if you knew that.
Soda fountains? What is soda fountains?
Soda and then you put ice cream. Kind of like a float.
Oh, root beer floats?
Yeah, root beer.
Geniuses, man.
Yeah.
I love root beer floats.
Yeah, and check this out. Around that time, the Sundae was born.
The Sundae.
Mm-hmm.
What is a Sundae?
2-3 scoops of ice cream with
chocolate
banana,
sauce.
chocolate.
No, banana is a banana split.
Oh, okay.
So no banana.
No banana. Just ice cream.
Ice cream, chocolate syrup, cherries. That's a Sundae.
So the story goes that 2 clergymen wanted to ban having the ice cream sundae,
The Sundae?
You got me thinking about root beer float. They wanted to ban the ice cream float on Sundays because it's for praying and religious reasons, I'm guessing. But there's some people that found a way around it. So instead of putting that ice cream on the soda, they decided to put it in a bowl and top it with chocolate syrup. And to name it, instead of naming it Sunday Sunday, they named it Sundae.
There we go.
Yep. And that was kind of like a in-your-face moment.
There you go.
What? You're going to take that away with it? Well, we're going to do this.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
That's
and this
capitalism, baby.
Yeah. and this happened in Ithaca, New York.
Great.
Yeah,
good for them, man.
I know. Yeah, if it wasn't for them, man, imagine that.
No ice cream on Sundays?
Yeah, they wanted to. Well, the float.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they didn't want people to be enjoying that on a Sunday.
Man.
So they're like, you know what? Let's do this.
Yeah.
And there you go. The Sundae was born.
Great.
So, in 1904, at the St. Louis World's Fair, the ice cream cone was born.
Thank the Lord.
Mm-hmm. Thanks to a Syrian gentleman named Ernest Hamway.
Immigrants, man, they get the job done.
Yep. The tale tells of an ice cream stand next to him actually ran out of bowls that they were serving ice cream with. So, at the time, he was selling this Persian-type pastry called a spire. So, he thought, why not put that scoop of ice cream into that rolled up spire, right? So the idea kind of like caught on, and there you go. The ice cream cone was born.
I wonder if it was like crunchy at the time.
Yeah,
I'm gonna look up what a spire is after this.
Yeah, because it's probably evolved since then.
Right. Right.
It's a pastry, so
Yeah.
it might have been probably soft. It probably would have been better.
No.
Because sometimes the cones they crumble.
My favorite thing in the world is ice cream cones. You can't get better than an ice cream cone.
Okay. Well,
yeah. Anyways, we'll get into whether to have an ice cream cone or not later in this podcast because I have serious issues.
You know what?
There.
I have to say this. Did you know back in the day, the ice cream cone was actually called a hokey pokey?
A hokey pokey.
Yep. And a cup of ice cream was called a toot.
Hokey pokey with the toot.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm thinking, I don't know. This is just what I'm thinking right now. They called it a toot because of people like me who are lactose. And after they had it, they're like, oh man, that's it.
Got a toot. And maybe take a little bit of hokey pokey.
Yeah. and spin yourself around on the toilet. Oh man.
All right, what date are we up to? Where we at?
Okay, so we're going to 1920. Came the marriage between chocolate and vanilla. A shop owner named Christian Nelson came up with the Eskimo pie. So, yeah, he married the chocolate and vanilla flavors together.
Genius, man.
Yeah. And around the same time, another gent, Harry Bird, came up with the Good Humor Bar.
Good Humor Bar. Am I supposed to know what that is?
You know? It's ice cream on a stick. It's like the chocolate ice cream with the vanilla, and then it's on a stick.
Yeah.
Good Humor Bar. Yeah.
Great.
Yeah, and from there, that's probably the last stop because
from there it just blows up. Yeah. Chocolate chips still gotta come in. Banana nut cream flavored strawberry. Boom, the ice cream revolution.
Yep, and in the 1980s, introduced the super premium brands like Ben & Jerry's and Haagen-Dazs.
Yep, those are the two I thought of.
Yeah, and according to studies, did you know that since 1995, the Klondike bar is still the most popular ice cream treat?
Really?
Yeah.
I did not think so.
When I was reading on this, I was like, oh, I haven't had one. I think I've only had that once.
Yeah.
That's the one with the polar bear.
What would you do?
Yeah, for a Klondike bar. Yeah, and then the commercials.
Yeah, the polar bear. Yeah. Definitely.
But, would you act like a monkey and all
the
other stuff that they used to do. Yeah.
Nah, man, I always have ice cream in the house. I don't get Klondike bars, really.
Yeah. Oh, and get this. Vanilla remains the world's favorite flavor.
Well, that's just because it's the base flavor.
Yeah, and you can do anything with it.
You can do anything with it,
And chocolate syrup is at the top for toppings.
Right.
So
vanilla definitely the base flavor. I don't know. Anyways.
Yeah, I left out some stuff because I was like, oh man, that's too much history, and you're like, I don't want to go back to school.
Maybe our listeners will be mad, but that stuff really, I think that's where the substance is.
Well,
Yeah,
evolved from there.
And I love
200 BC. There you go. So, do you remember when your first ice cream experience, or first time you had something like, I don't know, shaved ice, snow cone?
My first ice cream. You ask me this every podcast.
Yeah, and you're not ready.
No.
You're not ready.
I gotta prepare for this question, but I can't think of a first ice cream experience.
No, not even like.
I remember my first root beer float experience.
Okay.
Because that kind of changed my life.
Okay, and that was teens?
Probably, yeah.
So.
So, let me ask this before we go into me. You're lactose.
Yeah.
Does that mean you don't have ice cream, or do you just sometimes suck it up?
I sometimes suck it up.
Like, have you had a root beer float?
I had. I have had one, but I can't even remember when the last time I had it.
Do you know what it tastes like? Do you remember what it tastes like?
Yes. Yeah, I do.
Anytime I see a A&W, I always say we got to stop and get a root beer float because I absolutely love them. And it doesn't have to stop at root beer.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Right.
Dr. Pepper floats, Coca-Cola floats, whatever floats, soda and ice cream.
The boat?
The boat, baby. I love it. I absolutely love it. But when it comes to my first ice cream experience, man, I can't put my finger on it. I knew that my life with ice cream changed when I found Haagen-Dazs. Because not Haagen-Dazs, Ben & Jerry's.
Mm-hmm.
Because Ben & Jerry's is just the most delicious. So I was open up to the world of ice cream when I was open up to all the flavors of the Ben & Jerry's. And my dad was a huge fan when I was really young of the Jerry Garcia one.
Oh,
which was
Cherry Garcia.
Cherry
Right.
Garcia. So that is actually a pretty prominent memory of me as a kid, was the Cherry Garcia from Ben & Jerry's with my dad growing up.
All right, so you'll get a buzzer and a memory heart. Yeah.
Oh, great! Yes!
You get the double.
What about you? First time...
I can tell you. Well, you know, I mean, as we're kids, 1, 2, or 3, 4 years old, it's hard to get that memory. I
Right.
mean, I probably could have had it at 1 or 2 or 3 or 4, but I know for a fact, when I grew up in Koreatown, I used to go to the ice cream truck, probably at 5, 6 years old, probably, and I used to get not ice cream, but I used to get this. I guess you could call it a popsicle. It was called a 50-50 bar. So it was an orange popsicle with cream filling in it.
Mm-hmm.
So I remember always getting that because for some reason I just like to get to the middle of the cream.
Yeah, I know all about that.
You know, nothing like getting, down to the middle of the cream. But I mean, but
How many licks does it take till you get to the center of the cream? Cream.
That could have been catchy. With a little guitar riff in there.
Yeah.
So I can say that was probably my memory of having not ice cream, but something that's a frozen treat.
Mm-hmm.
So, but other than that, yeah, I remember having scoops of ice cream, dryers and whatnot.
Dryers, yeah. It's Haagen-Dazs. I was going to say that. Haagen-Dazs, Ben & Jerry's, and Dryers are the
And then,
three bigs to me.
Yeah, and then when we did venture out into the streets, I guess Thrifties. I remember Thrifties
Yeah, we
ice
know
cream.
Thrifties.
Yeah, but for sure in the neighborhood it was always the 50-50 bar, and there you go. And Thrifties ice cream, I guess. Yeah.
Was Thrifties
They had
pretty substantial experience in your life?
Well,
Because
they had the basics. What, strawberry, vanilla, chocolate, I think mint and chip.
yeah.
And I remember, like, years later, they came out with Rocky Road, and that was a big thing.
Mm-hmm.
Because they had marshmallows. You're like, oh, man.
Yeah, marshmallows, dude.
And the ice cream. Here, let me spit out these nuts.
Oh, nuts! Get rid of the nuts.
No nuts in my mouth, sorry.
We know that about you.
Yeah, I don't like throwing nuts in my mouth. But, yeah, but now, it's amazing how it has gone beyond evolving. I mean, it is. I guess the last 3 years, like everything that's been popping up, is like so. How could I even say it? Like, besides being a mouthgasm, I mean,
Ice cream is the ultimate mouthgasm.
the combination of flavors is just mind blowing.
What's your favorite kind of ice cream?
I mean, I don't even have a favorite kind of ice cream.
What type of ice cream do you like? Are you like a chocolate and cinnamon guy,
No.
or are you like a fruit guy?
No. I mean, I can't even. I'm not even gonna say. I can tell you from the top of my head, there's like 4 spots that are stuck in my head.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'll probably miss mentioning something, but I can tell you, about 3-4 years ago, when Creamistry came out, remember? And then they had that whole.
I don't think I know Creamistry.
No.
Mm-mm.
they had this whole thing where when they were making ice cream and then they had like smoke coming out of it or something. The way they were making it, it was like, ooh, what's that? You know, it's like, I mean, yeah, it's just ice cream, but it'd be like, smoke coming out of it or something like that. I think I've had it once and I was like, oh, okay, pretty decent, So, have you ever had 21 Choices in Pasadena?
Yes. I had it for like the first time like a couple months ago.
Okay.
And I am not easily amused, or I'm not easily surprised by how good something is, because I grew up on Cold Stone and I thought nothing could ever beat Cold Stone.
Okay.
But 21 Choices, when I had it, I was like, I didn't know there was a bar higher than Cold Stone. I didn't know it was possible. Like, what more could you want than Cold Stone? But there's something about 21 Choices where you bite into it, it's like, there's something different about this.
Well, besides it being frozen yogurt, I mean,
oh yeah, that's right.
I mean, it's not it. I mean,
that's what was told to me.
We're talking about frozen treats, so I still think, frozen yogurt.
Dude, I don't know. That tasted like pure ice cream.
Yeah. I mean, when I went there and I saw the menu, I was just like, wow, how are they gonna marry these flavors and how will they taste? I was just. But then when they gave you samples and you're like, wow, I mean, like sample after sample, I was just like, oh my god, this is all like genius.
Yeah, it really is.
They have some flavors that stay there, that are residents there. But I always like to get the ones that are gonna go away. You know how they have the limited time, like a couple of weeks and they'll change the menu. It was like, but
they changed the menu a couple of weeks.
Yeah, like every couple of weeks. Yeah, from what I heard.
Dude, is there only one?
That I know of, yes.
If you're listening to this podcast and there's a 21 Choices around your area, go to it. It's going to surprise you.
Most definitely.
Yes.
Well, since we're in Pasadena, have you ever been to Wonderlust?
No.
Oh man.
What?
Okay.
Better than 21 Choices?
Well, it's ice cream, not frozen yogurt. I'm not even gonna say one is better than the other. I just know they kind of blew me away because I guess the creators, most of their ice creams are inspired from different parts of the world, like Thailand or Philippines. The Philippines. So they had this like mango ice cream with I don't even know what it was, but with bits of mango in it, and that's kind of hard to do, having actually bits of mango and actually making it taste like whoa.
Really?
Yeah.
A whoa for you?
I mean, yeah, whoa. Total MouthGasm. Yeah, I mean, I was just blown away. But the way they do these combinations is just so amazing. How, like, it's the I mean, I'm just like so speechless.
You're going through an experience right now.
Just thinking of that first lick, that turned into a slurp and a suck and it was all gone and I wanted more and I was just like, wow, how, it's like it gets better and better, and these like these two places are like down the street from each other.
In Pasadena?
Yeah, in Pasadena.
I gotta go.
So yeah, 24.
But I went to the mango one. I don't think. I was never into the fruit when it came to ice cream, fruit flavors or anything like that.
Right. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I thought you couldn't do so much with ice cream, but then when I started, seeing all these places pop up and trying them, and luckily they give samples, so you won't be like disappointed with what you have.
Right.
And that was the cool thing about it. And I remember going to downtown Disney and they were hyping up this place. It's called Salt and Straw. Have you heard of Salt and Straw?
Yeah, I've been to Salt and Straw.
Okay, downtown Disney or the?
I went to one in East LA or like Koreatown.
Oh, okay.
No, yeah.
Now that's another place that blew me away.
Yeah.
So when I first went there, I saw this thing on menu called I don't even know what it was called, but it had blue cheese with toffee and like a smidgen of truffle, and I was like, blue cheese and ice cream, come on, really? And I was like, this is
I have to taste it to believe it. I'm giving you the like, really?
And
It's actual blue cheese?
It's actual blue cheese in this. It just like it caught me by the boo because every time we were over there, it was like, I think I'm gonna get the same thing.
Really?
Until it ran out. I got it 3 times before they took it off the menu. And
why would they take it off the menu?
Because it was seasonal. So
Okay.
some these
and
places.
It's good.
Yes, it is. It is like.
What's
oh my God.
what's the ice cream they use?
I don't even know, but being lactose, I threw it out the window. I was like, I don't even care. I'm gonna have this. I'm gonna take this scoop of ice cream and I'm gonna put my whole mouth around it and just like.
And you're gonna later you'll be
savor it.
taking a tootie.
Yeah, and then I'll be taking. I'll do a toot.
A toot.
You know? But yeah, I mean, it's just amazing how these flavors.
I
how
got
they
a
have
taste to
evolved.
believe that one, man.
And I don't even know if they'll ever have it again. And hopefully they will. But yeah, it's one of those things that, you know, like you said, can it get better than what I just
Then
had?
Cold Stone, yeah.
It's like, can it? Like, I mean, the you keep
It's already
on
at
going
max
higher
though.
and
Ice cream's the
higher.
best thing in the world.
You know, it's
I
like
think this is our most enthusiastic podcast because ice cream is like my favorite food of all time.
that. Yeah.
Better than steak.
Wow. Okay. Like if we can survive on ice cream, I guess yeah, that's all you
Dude,
would.
you can't like if they said like you can't eat ice cream ever again or drink water ever again, it'd be a tough decision.
Wow.
That's how much I love it.
Well, before I'm already lost. I'm lost in thoughts.
I'm curious as to what. So there's only a certain type. When I asked you before, what type of ice cream do you like? For me, I only like the ice cream that deals with chocolate or cookie or like cake and vanilla.
Okay.
I don't like strawberries or mangoes or nuts put in there.
Right.
So anytime I see a Ben and Jerry's and it's like cookie dough and fudge and vanilla and that's all me.
That's all you.
But anytime it's like banana sherbet, I'm like, no, I don't want any of that. I want just vanilla properties, cookie dough properties, marshmallows. I don't know how to explain it, but black and white.
Right.
Black and white and brown
Okay.
ingredients. All up in there.
And I crossed the line.
You
And
crossed the lines?
I have to venture because I have to know. I'm like that cat with 9 lives. I will walk that fine line.
Yeah.
You know, I will. Yeah, like. So I found this place in Irvine called Cauldron, and what caught me was they had a milk tea Earl Grey lavender with honey, and I was like, okay, Earl Grey tea with lavender, like, you know, like flowery, like how is that flowers and tea? I mean, it doesn't go kind
Is
of
there
good.
ice cream in this at all?
It's ice cream, but I guess maybe
It's Earl Grey ice cream?
It's Earl Grey with lavender topped with honey. And you think it's going to be like, you know, like a flower taste or something. But you know what? At this point, I'm not even surprised it goes well because before you're going to roll out something on a menu, I'm pretty sure a lot of people sampled it. And, you know, there's a lot of people that like Earl Grey, that like tea, you know, and they like lavender, you know. Just lit with honey, yes, it goes perfectly.
You had it?
Yes.
And
I like it. I actually.
But it didn't blow your mind. Not like the mango.
It blew my mind because the way it was mixed, it was flawless. It was flawless, and I just wanted to.
Was it caffeinated?
I don't think so.
No?
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Flawless. Where do I get this?
It's called Cauldron in Irvine, and I was like, why can't it made me think like I should have been like at a coffee shop or a tea house.
Yeah,
that's what
I thought.
You know, like some little jazzy little tunes in the background or something like that. But yeah, it's just amazing how this whole thing has evolved and it's blown up because, you know, now there's a lot of salt and straws.
Yeah.
There's a lot of creamistries and, you know, I think there's a couple of cauldrons around. But yeah, what they're doing with ice cream nowadays is just so it's intense. The flavors are intense. I mean, I don't think I'll ever stop wanting to sample everything, you know? Like once I'm there, I'm like, I wonder if they're gonna put a limit on me. You know, it's like, okay,
Put it on the
sir,
tab.
sir, I think 10 is enough.
Yeah, man.
You know, yeah. I mean, it's just mind blowing flavors.
What about do you ever put? We should talk about mixing ice cream with other desserts,
Okay, like
cake or apple pie.
okay, yeah,
Putting vanilla ice cream on apple pie,
right?
warm on the bottom. You know, warm. It's gotta like have heat to it. And
Yeah,
watching the vanilla ice cream melt on it.
right,
Nothing better than that.
definitely.
My
yeah.
wife, she makes brownies,
Okay.
and I told her, "You have to trust me.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna put a scoop of this vanilla ice cream on the brownie,
Right.
but first you gotta microwave the brownie. You know,
Yes.
because they're like stored away. I was like, you gotta make the brownie hot, and then vanilla ice cream. She's like, I just want a brownie, and I was like, you don't know. You gotta trust." And so she did, and now anytime we have vanilla ice cream and brownie, it's the best.
It's
dude.
on. There you
Cold with hot.
go. Mm-hmm.
Get a perfect scoop, put it in your mouth, and it's like, yeah.
It's kind of like reverse foreplay, right?
Huh.
Cold and then hot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why I thought about that, but I just
MouthGasm,
there you
baby.
go, I guess, yes. Yeah.
What
man.
about ice cream cake? You like that stuff? It's just ice cream.
Yeah, I mean, you're gonna get a sugar rush.
It's ice cream that you slice into cake pieces.
Yeah, definitely.
And my top dog, anytime we go out, I always get Oreo. You know?
Yeah, I know. You love that Oreo,
I
especially in
don't.
your boba.
I don't eat Oreos plain.
Uh-huh.
But if there's anything with an Oreo mix, then I get it.
Yeah, definitely.
Pretty much.
Definitely. Yeah. So the evolution of ice cream, and it's still growing.
Still growing.
It's still growing. It's still going, and who knows what they'll come up with next.
I'm gonna ask you one more question. What do you think are the top 7 most popular ice cream flavors?
I guess the basics.
Name them.
So vanilla, chocolate, strawberry, mint and chip.
What do you mean mint and chip?
You know, like the mint and chip, mint and chip, like little mint.
Oh, mint chocolate chip?
Yeah, mint
Yeah.
chocolate chip. Rocky Road, chocolate chip, and probably. Oh, what other flavor is there? I guess orange. Is there?
No.
Is it an orange? I don't even know.
One of my favorites. Cookies and cream.
Oh,
baby.
cookies and cream. Wow. Okay.
That one became mainstream.
Okay.
Cookies and cream.
Uh-oh. So if I ever need a favor, I'll just bring
Cookies and cream to me,
a
dude.
quart of or a gallon of cookies and cream.
Gallon of cookies and cream, slab of brownies. Give me an hour, and then I'll do your favor.
Hey, Lucky, I need a ride somewhere. And I brought over this gallon here that you might like.
And I'll be like, mango blue cheese.
No, thanks.
What?
All right, so we have some breaking news also before we end the show.
What?
That we're gonna do our little thing on our YouTube channel.
Oh yeah!
So-
MouthGasm is officially on YouTube, baby.
And we will be doing some little challenges here and there, and you're just gonna have to find out and see.
And you'll
those
see what we
challenges-
look like.
Well, I think they already know what we look like.
Oh, do they?
Yeah, we have our picture on the.
Oh, that's not us.
Oh! It's on the YouTube podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, the picture of the 2 guys on the couch?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, no. That's not us. Those are stand-ins.
Oh,
Because we're actually hideous.
And I hope we didn't pay them. I'm broke.
But they'll know, okay, the picture is us, but you'll know which one is which.
Oh, that is
Because
true.
my voice will be coming out of my head in the
Yeah.
videos that you will see on YouTube.
It's gonna be a shocker.
The YouTube channel is already up. We have the podcast up there, and we're going to start getting videos of us up there. So get on it early, and the channel is MouthGasm Podcast on YouTube. MouthGasm Podcast, become a subscriber, and you'll start seeing us in action.
So let's end it up by saying what I usually say. let us wrap it up like a lettuce wrap and turn up the beat like you would in your vegetable garden. And if it's beyond delicious,
Then
it's a mouthgasm.
mouth gasm.
Thanks for joining us. Peace.
Peace.